General Hospital sees Ava Jerome, Mora West, reveling in her newfound wealth thanks to blackmail. Dirty, dirty blackmail. She was broke. Her finances were a wreck. And now she's living large. But we all know Ava's days of blackmailing Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, will come to an end. And it looks like much sooner rather than later. We're going to talk about how Ava's awful blackmail scheme ends. I have no doubt she is going to lose her leverage. And her cash flow is going to end abruptly. Those money problems may come crashing back down around her ears. General Hospital. Rick and Ava's greed. So, right now, both Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, and Ava are being quite greedy, cashing in on the blackmail from Alexis. Thanks to Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsi's break line-cutting murder plot, Ava went from financial crisis to a steady flow of cash that Alexis is embezzling from the Cassadine estate. Ava thinks she's golden. She thinks this is going to just be this endless stream of money, that it looks like her days of blackmailing Alexis are nearly over. I mean, let's be real, she couldn't get away with it forever. So we have a few ideas based on recent episodes on how this blackmail scheme of hers is going to blow up in her face very soon. Spinelli investigates, uncovering the truth about Rick's SUV in GH blackmail plot. So, obviously, the first way that Ava may lose her leverage over Alexis could be thanks to our favorite master hacker, Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson. Alexis met with the Jackal this week because she hired him as her private investigator. Of course, he's thrilled and will do anything to help Alexis because she's Sam McCall's Kelly Monaco mom. Spinelli and Sam were besties, did their PI thing together, and Alexis told Spinelli what she wants him to do could save Christina. Then we saw Alexis ask Spinelli to find Rick's SUV that was totaled in the crash. And Spinelli didn't think that will be hard. But he's wondering why Alexis is even asking about this. General Hospital, Spinelli searches. Alexis would rather not say, but he went ahead. Spinelli started searching, and it didn't take him very long at all to sort it out. Rick's car was supposedly destroyed, but Alexis knew that wasn't true, and she told Spinelli, keep digging. So he went into the police and pound things, and Alexis asked him, go see if there's a tow truck that might have come to the lot. And sure enough, he found 3 tow trucks that left and only one went somewhere strange. That was to a storage facility, and Ava had rented a unit there. So yeah, they hit pay dirt. Destroying evidence. Can Alexis, Spinelli, and Jason end the GH blackmail? So now that Alexis knows where the SUV is, she's likely going to try to have it destroyed because Christina's fingerprints are all over it on the brake lines specifically. Now, I'm not certain if Alexis will ask Spinelli to take care of destroying it. But Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, is someone that Alexis could ask. Because Jason is great at making all kinds of things disappear, including people. And of course, Jason wouldn't hesitate to help Alexis and Christina. And of course, Jason's all about protecting Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, family members, and he doesn't like Ava at all. But would having Rick's SUV smashed to smithereens and the pieces burned to eliminate Christina's fingerprints solve the whole blackmail problem? Maybe, but maybe not. Don't forget, there's still that footage Ava has of Christina rifling through the tool bin in the garage and then creeping around Rick's SUV. But from what we saw the video, it doesn't actually show Christina tampering with the brakes. But still, Alexis needs to get rid of that video. That would make sure there are no loose ends left to tie Rick's accident back to Christina, or even imply that she might have had a hand in it. General Hospital. Will Alexis go for the footage? So that may be the next mission Alexis has for Spinelli to delete the footage from Ava's phone, from the building security system, and any cloud backups that Ava might have. So Alexis may ask Spinelli to also hack Rick's phone in case Ava sent the video of him as a backup. And so far, Alexis hasn't told Spinelli the exact nature of the problem she's trying to fix. She is skirting around the touchy subject of how this will help Christina, but Spinelli's no fan of Ava's, And he would likely be cool with helping Alexis, even if it crossed legal lines. And this kind of stuff is child's play for Spinelli. He could easily hack Ava and Rick's phones and the building security system and wipe out that footage. So if there's no video and no physical evidence, that means no more blackmail, and Alexis could tell Rick and Ava to kick rocks. Christina's choice. Accountability could end the GH blackmail scheme. However, there's still one more option if that doesn't work out that could stop Ava from blackmailing Alexis and forcing her to steal from little Ace Cassadine's, Jay, and Joey Clay inheritance. Imagine if Christina actually accepted accountability and faced consequences for her actions when she tried to kill Ava. She could shut this down. There's a chance that Christina may come clean and turn herself in. Or better yet, do what Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, suggested to Alexis, check herself into Shaddybrook, and then have Diane work on a plea deal with the DA's office. Because very soon Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, is going to do some poking around because Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, told him about the memory she recovered of the crash, and it contradicts what Rick said. Liz said during the crash, right before everything happened, Rick said the brakes weren't working. But when she told Rick about her memory, he said, no, it was black ice. And Lucky looked a little unsettled when he was hearing what Liz said because, of course, he knows Christina cut the brakes, and he may wonder why Rick isn't being honest with Liz. And of course, Rick told Liz just let it go. General Hospital. Lucky's getting close. And of course he wants her to let it go because he's cashing in alongside with Ava in this blackmail scheme. Rick's got a new sports car which might send Lucky's spidey senses tingling just on the timing. And like Spinelli, Lucky may find out that Rick's car was taken to a storage facility. This week, Lucky gets in front of Alexis and he asks her why Rick is lying. Because Lucky knows what Christina did. And if he knows Rick is lying and Alexis lies to his face, Lucky may do the math and figure out what's going on. And if Alexis comes clean to Lucky and tells him Ava and Rick are blackmailing her because they know Christina cut the brake lines, well, Lucky may go and he may tell Christina, you know what? This is why Alexis was trying to have you committed. She was trying to save your butt, trying to keep you out of prison. And then Christina might feel guilty, not only for her mom being blackmailed, but for how hard she's been on Alexis over those commitment papers that Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, wrote to her. General Hospital. Christina goes to the psychiatric hospital. And that could be what triggers Christina to head to the psychiatric hospital. Check in, get a little therapy. Let Diane work with the DA and put an end to the blackmail and get her some sweetheart deal. The bottom line is Ava and Rick's free ride on the Cassadine cash train is about to come to an abrupt end. And I'm betting it might hit by the end of sweeps, which if you did not know is May 21st. So the big question is Christina going to take care of this? Or once again, is Alexis going to clean up her mess with Spinal's help? Maybe with Jason's help. Diane keeps telling her, Molly keeps telling her, Rick keeps telling her that Alexis cleaning up behind Christina isn't doing her any favors. And maybe Christina will see that and step up and do the right thing. We'll see. But it looks like it's all going to blow up next week.